Is it possible to restart a computer in response to an email notification? I'm looking for a way to reboot machines after getting an email notification. The setup I want to use this on is a render farm. We have 5 boxes with 8 NVIDIA GTX 980Ti in them. They're running Windows 10 Professional 64-bit. The issue we are having is that they sometimes freeze or stall while rendering. I have it set up so once this happens I receive an email saying X machine has stalled. I have automated everything on the machines. They log in automatically, open up the necessary programs, initiate a connection with our licensed server, and map all the required network drives. Basically all you have to do is turn it off and back on, and it works again. So what I'm wondering is, can I set up a program, event, or a script that will tell the machines to reboot after I receive the email saying a machine has stalled? The machine that will be running this is running Windows 7 Pro 64-bit.
You want a device called a remote power switch. One that we have used at my workplace to remotely restart cable modems is the UIS 322B below. You can set it up with an IP address, and then log into it to power on, power off, or power cycle either device connected, and set it on a schedule. You cannot control it via email, but through the web interface. You could still rig something up via J or curl to automatically send a web request to it. It may have other features and control possibilities I'm unaware of. If you are running rendering systems that consume a lot of power, I am not sure if the specific device above can handle them, but there may be others out there that do. Another thing to look for is controllable power strip.
Can I set up a program, event, or a script that will tell the machines to reboot? It depends on what you mean by they freeze or stall. If the remote machine has hung in a way that requires a hard reset, then a remote restart will not work. Having said that, you can use shutdown to remotely restart a device. Example: /R, shutdown and restart the computer. /F, force running applications to close without forewarning users. /M/computer, specify the target computer. You can run the above command from Outlook when you receive the appropriate email. The following link how to trigger an application via email in Outlook should get you started. Shutdown usage. Further reading. An A to Z index of the Windows CMD command line, an excellent reference for all things Windows CMD line related. Shutdown. Shut down the computer.
If you have actual servers, they likely have a remote management feature that can be connected to even if the machine's main OS is completely frozen. Generally, you use SSH to connect to the controller. The specific command issued depends on the brand of your server. For Dell servers, which use DRAC, Dell Remote Access Controller, the command to execute after shing into the Drakkers. That performs a hard reset, equivalent to yanking out the power cord and then restarting the machine. If the machine isn't completely hung, PowerCycle instead of hardset might do the job. Source: HP servers use ELO, which is also accessible over SSH. The hard reset command is simply Source: the official PDF reference to ELO scripting. You can wire up the email receiving to the execution of these commands with David Postel's answer. There are SSH clients for Windows. I believe PuTTY has a command line interface.
Use Outlook. Link at the bottom of the answer has information that helped with this answer. Kudos to guidingtech.com. Create a bat file first. shutdown.x/r/too. Save as restart.bat. Make sure the computer is logged in with the email you receive the email notification in. You can set up different accounts for each computer if you wish and have your email set up to forward emails you'll receive as notifications. Example: Computer1@email.com is the host PC with a graphic card that is not rendering. Testemail.com is your email you receive notifications on. When the email is received, have your Outlook auto-forward the email back to the corresponding email, which in this case is computer1@gmail.com. Computer1@email.com received at testemail@email.com, then have that email forward to the all computers. The trick here is to set up a different notification email to each computer so it knows which to shut down. For setting up a rule to forward, follow these instructions and enter in a word in the subject based on the PC you want to restart. Note, this is for setting up your computer which you receive the emails. Next we are going to set up the individual pieces. Step 1. Now open MS Outlook. Under Home tab, go to Rules and expand the NGT menu. Select Manage Rules and Alerts. Step 2. On the Rules and Alerts window, check on New Rule while under Email and GT Rules tab. Step 3. Start off by selecting your template as Apply Rule on Messages INGT Receive. Click on Next. Step 4. Once again we need to specify which rule you want to use on the receiving end, which will be the computer the forwarded email shows up at. This will be the rule for restarting the computer you specified. A. With specific words in the subject, another constraint so that the NGT receiving email is identified better. B. With specific words in the body, sometimes only the subject may be NGT ambiguous, so a body makes it more refined. Select them and hit Next. Now specify what you want the email to look for to trigger the restart. Example: if you choose subject, say the word you choose is Computer1 render issue. You will type that in the specify for words or phrases to search for in the subject. Now that you have that set up, it's time to do the final step. Step 5. Next comes the action to be applied when an email is received and in GT all the conditions match. Select Start Application and delete it. Note, if you do not delete it, if the computer is restarted, if Outlook opens, it will go in a loop. Step 5a for starting application action. Click on the link and select the file you created restart.bat. Click on Next. Step 5b, click Next on Are there any exceptions? Step 6, give the rule a name for future references, turn it on and click on NGT, Finish. Now whenever one of you computers have an issue when rendering, the email will be sent to you with the specified computer. This will forward the email to that computer and restart the machine. Hope this helps. Tried to format it the best I could while doing my job. Reference for some of the work here.